In honor of us reaching mid-December, we're going to do a 2-minute drill on Roth conversion analysis. There's still time to get some or even all of these done if you have the assistance of a tool like Holistiplan to get it done efficiently. What I have on screen here, this is our scenario analysis screen, and just it's important to know that that left-hand column, we have preloaded all of the information needed to start a scenario. What we did was we uploaded a 2020 tax return. That's one of the main things that Holistiplan is known for doing, is you can upload a tax return, it'll extract the data, and among other things, that can serve as a starting point for building a scenario. So that's exactly what we're going to do. To see if we can get this done in 2 minutes, I'm going to start my timer right here. Here we go. So the first thing I need to do is I need to create a 2021 base case scenario. And let's just call it base here. And first thing you need to do is just make sure there's any changes over the previous year. So let's say that the Social Security goes up by a smidge, and I'm going to adjust the capital gains by a little bit, bring that down a little bit. Let's make it 10,000. I'm wasting time here. That's not good. I only got 2 minutes. Right now, if I scroll all the way down, this is a taxpayer that still has zero total tax. So that's a great candidate for a Roth conversion, right? So I'm going to click this range calc button, and that is the tool that we're going to use to quickly determine what are some of those optimal breakpoints at which I might want to take a Roth conversion. Range calc basically calculates over and over and over again what is the total tax if I add $1,000 at a time. So rather than you having to do that manually, it does that for you. And so first thing I can see here is I can do a $4,000 Roth conversion before there's any taxes due. And so that's a great starting point. So I would definitely, for this client, start with thinking about a $4,000 Roth conversion. As I scroll right, you can see that the tax impact gets higher and higher. Some important things to note here, the blue part, that's your ordinary income tax. Here's my 10% bracket, my 12% bracket. These humps are these tax torpedo concepts where, for example, here, my Social Security is becoming taxable. So even though I'm only in the 10% bracket, that's an 18.5% effective rate on any income I add in that range. But let's say that I want to kind of maximize my 12% bracket without jumping up into my higher, without creating taxes on my capital gains. That's about a let's knock it down, $51,000 Roth conversion. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to, just because now I want to show the client side by side, the Roth and the normal case. Let's add a Roth conversion of, what was it, 51,000? And let's close that. I'm going to scroll all the way down. I did $51,000 Roth conversion, and there is my total tax, $6,192. So that's what my cost was, incremental cost of doing that Roth conversion. Let's check the time. Ooh, 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Did not quite make the 2-minute drill. So let's hope I had a couple timeouts in there as I approached the end zone. 2 disclaimers. First of all, obviously, this was a bit of a gimmick. Please don't just take 2 minutes to do a Roth conversion analysis for your client. But this certainly demonstrates that once you've made the determination to do a Roth conversion, that kind of manual process of keying in all the numbers and trying to figure out what the amount gets you into this bracket or what fills up that bracket, that can all be done automatically through the system. Of course, there's a ton of work to do about explaining with the client and, of course, the paperwork to get it done after that. My second disclaimer would be, here we just modeled $51,000 of additional income, right? Which isn't necessarily the total amount of Roth conversion, because if you have any sort of after-tax basis in your IRA, and some people may very well have that, we're looking potentially at a loss of the backdoor Roth strategy starting in 2022, so we may be trying to clear out IRA basis. Well, in this case, you're going to have to calculate what is the total Roth conversion if we're trying to create $51,000 of additional income. So as an example, a wild example, but if I have $1 million IRA, of which 50% of it is after-tax basis, in order to generate $51,000 of additional income, taxable income, I would need to do a Roth conversion of $102,000. So the system shows you how much additional income you can take, but then you might have to do that extra step of, okay, what level of Roth conversion does that translate to? If there's no after-tax basis, the two are one and the same. So there it is, your 2-minute drill with a couple timeouts for commercials to get you to a Roth conversion analysis. That is a super scalable way to get you through the end of the year to do these Roth conversions. Don't take my word for it. Please take a look for yourself. We have a 7-day free trial where you can upload a few tax returns. You can test this out. Make sure that it's going to help you get to what you need to do, get you over that end zone line before the end of the year.